What's going on? Yo, it's Jason Reviews here, back at it again with another video. Thought with what I believe to be the final announcement, could totally be wrong, but with the fifth announcement for the Chrome 23 anniversary card coming up here at the end of this month, February 25th. Everybody cop their pay-per-views. If you're in New York, go to it. It's going to be a dope event. And I thought this would be a good time to get the predictions out a couple weeks ahead of time, how I like to do it. Surely I'll be talking about this a little more as we get closer to the event through types of all different platforms. But on this channel, quickly wanted to get out, you know what I'm saying, who I think is going to win each battle. I love the way this is booked. One thing I've said is that while the production, the big focus of this event is going to be, does Chrome 23 figure out the production, the logistics, you know what I'm saying, of actually running the event. They have leaps and bounds to go in that category. But just in terms of booking, I've been praising their booking a lot. I thought from every card that they've had for the most part, the tourney, the first ladies and gents, the original Queens Get the Money, I thought they've just booked good battles that people want to see. Sometimes leagues can, book some stuff that we don't really want to see, maybe some storylines that are outdated. Maybe they just put big names together, but with no real meaning. But in this, especially on this card, which we're going to go over, I think every matchup makes sense. I like it a lot for one reason or another. And without further ado, let's get right into predicting the Chrome 23 anniversary card. First battle that I do want to talk about in the card is Official versus Prestavia. This is heavyweight punching right here. Glad to see Prestavia back in a big-time moment. I thought that she was having a great run last year. I think I've even referred on this channel as generational. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lot of things coming from her as a talent. And I think overbooking just led to, her needing a little bit of a quiet spout. I think you really get into the ones that matter. You get into the Yoshi battle, you know what I'm saying? Crushes Yoshi, humongous performance for her from right there, gets C3. Even though it's kind of aging debatable, me as well as a lot of people do have Prestavia. Just a good battle, though, obviously, versus someone C3 who also was on this card, elite woman's talent. And then from there, it was, what was it? She had the Dandy one-rounder that a lot of us had her winning too. And then it came to the Fonz and J2 slip, where you could just tell she was booked. You lose to Fonz, although you were up a hefty 1-0. You kind of collapse within yourself the last two rounds. Then from there, you get J2, and that's really the loss that, even though she's on bags and bodies, that was the real 3-round loss. That it was time to take a break for Prestavia to take a break. And on the flip side, Official is really back at it again this year, battling well. She had a really rough year last year. Motivation and really memory, constant choking was a problem for her. But this year, you look at the KCJ battle. DNA battle isn't very good, but she does get, she does get a clean performance out in that battle. And overall, I just think that Official has been good. She is the 2v2, obviously, Bardashians versus Shunero, which is one of the more praised battles from last year, especially from the ladies. So you see these two coming in at a little bit of different odds. Nobody's on the straight under streak. Nobody, I don't think, is necessarily, one of the best in the world right now. But I just think skill-wise, neither of them are down. You get Prestavia returning, which I think means that, she's going to be charged up. She's learned from the first little, run, sit down a little bit, come back, and I still think that she is going to be a superstar talent in ladies battle rap. And Official, really nothing more for her to prove. As long as she's in a good groove and we see her battling, we know that she could always be good for 3 good, if not great rounds. Punch fest like this, really going to be heavy just about the lyrics and how you count it. For me personally, I just think Official is a little too seasoned, especially the way she's been battling big moments like this. Obviously, look at Official. She's been on all types of SMs, Gnomes, and other big moments and big stages for the ladies. Really like what she did versus Casey on the Chrome 23 stage already. Oh, and her and Av battle, I think, production really killed that. Doesn't really give it a fair chance. But, just off of that, I think it's going to be good. Dark horse pick for Battle of the Night, as many of these battles are. But I do think you have to go with the seasoning here since they're both power punchers. And I am going to edge Official 2-1 in this battle. Then, for the next battle, we're going to go into the most newly announced battle on the card, high-level Midwest action. You have Vixen the Assassin versus A-Ward. Great intergender matchup, as a few of these are on the card, and I expect this to have high upside as a battle. Both battle rappers that are elite and coming off L's. Vixen, who wasn't that bad, but lost to Jazz the Rapper clearly on Homecoming, and A-Ward, who wasn't that bad, but just lost to Big K clearly on Divide and Conquer. So both coming off a couple L's, but still revered as some of the best at what they do in terms of the power punchers for the ladies, just the ladies in general. Vixen is easily one of the best, even coming off the loss to Jazz. Same to be said for A-Ward. not as a power puncher, really as an all-around talent. We know that approaches, kind of schemes and layered pen, and then the rebuttals, which is just really the sprinkle. It's not his style, but it's a big, he lands a lot of haymakers per battle with that. So you get to just a great, puncher versus all-around style clash, which I will say for Ward in recent times versus Nitty and versus Big K, I did have him coming out on the losing sides of those battles, although both are good performances, the Nitty one being great. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the battle of the year for 2022 by a margin. So there's only so much you can put against them, but it does look like punchers that are reaching their highest potential are kind of getting at him a little bit. And Vixen is one of the best punchers in the game, in my opinion. Even versus Jazz, you could debate that she won that first round. I wouldn't give her the first round, but you can debate it. And that just goes to show that you have two people here that even when they're losing, they're not really getting killed like that. These are great talents. So once again, I do see a debatable battle coming here. I am going to go with A-Ward 2-1 edge just because this man has been in, top Cody conversations, while, Vixen has been great too. I think A-Ward has seen such a variety of talent. The Geechees, the Wills coming off K, Nitty, and although 3 weeks, I don't like the whole 3 week. I would love if A-Ward with the big plates would take a little bit more prep time. You know what I'm saying? And it's not always easy to get that, but even if it's just a month and a half, it didn't work out for Big K, though, so I don't really know. But I saw the little 3 weeks, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. But Ward is someone that's known, he's not going to choke. But I just don't, I want him to have the most potent material possible. But, excuse me. But with that being said, I do expect him to come back with a bit of a vengeance here. While I think Vixen's going to be great, definitely can win this battle. I just think a little bit more of A-Ward, you know what I'm saying, respectfully, and that's why I have A-Ward 2-1 edge coming into this battle. And then from there, we can get into another big-time heavyweight puncher versus puncher matchup, this time, once again, lady versus lady, Miss Hustle versus Shuni the Rapper. This is one of those battles a lot of people are kind of shocked. This hasn't happened yet. Just when you think of both of their status in the game, both top-tier ladies especially, you know what I'm saying, Hustle and her full resume. But we are getting this one here. Hustle is starting this year off strong on the schedule. Hearing that she beat Myverse on outside and had a good performance, but from going to Myverse to Shuni, rumblings that she might be on Kings versus Queens 4. It's just, there's a lot going on for Hustle here. Very much so looking forward to this one. Shuni had a very impressive year in 2022. A lot of people had her campaigning for early WOTY. I think took a couple too many losses to get there, in my opinion. Clear losses as the year went on. But she put on good battles throughout. Hustle is obviously one of the top two contenders. I think it's her and Jazz, really up there. And she had a great amount of comp, although a couple times I don't think that, I think I had her beating Couture, but it was a debatable battle. I actually had Vixen beating her, and that was kind of aired as clear in the building. So a couple results start her way in the building, don't exactly go all the way her way as the battle comes out, which as a performer, it's going to happen. If the other material is a little more in depth, they'll appreciate that on cam. But you get straight puncher versus puncher here. I will say that just because Hustle's got a cleaner win-loss, but I do like what Shuni does. I think she's going to be great. I think Hustle against better comp has been a little bit better, and for that, I'm going to go Hustle 2-1. Very good battle. Not that shocked if Shuni comes to the occasion, super prepped and could win, but going into it just off recent transactions, I have a little more faith in Hustle to take this clear. So to get into the top two battles, all these battles are great and hold importance, but extreme importance in these two. And the first one we'll talk about is the Chrome 23 tournament final between C3 and Caution. And boy, my pick has, there's a lot more to process here after divide and conquer, Caution's performance versus QB, and her kind of getting 30, you know what I'm saying? For even though she was good in that battle, the shorter rounds, and that's a tough loss to take against the C3, who people were already kind of favoring for veteranship experience, already having been here in the big fights, tougher road to get to the final, all these things, and then you take a big loss coming in. I'm sure the Caution is going to be a heavy underdog by the time we get to watching this battle. But it still makes it so tough to call because Caution had short rounds versus QB, and you would think if those were like 3:30, 4-minute rounds, couple more haymakers, it does make those closer. So did she save material? Did she write low for QB, expecting, because I even had said, which probably wasn't the fairest thing to say as an analyst, and it ended up aging to be a bad take, rightfully so, but I said, Caution could beat QB on at 70 or 80%. Through the QB we had seen recently, I think there was reason to say it, but, she showed why she is a legend. So did she cut back there to give C3 all of her attention? That's really what this comes down to. And if that's the case, you get a really tough, debatable battle, because I do think Caution is good. Her losing to QB doesn't make me fully question her. That jailbroke haymaker, some of the material she had, good. I just think she underestimated an opponent that maybe she shouldn't have taken, given that you have the tournament coming up. So with that being said, though, Gotta edge C3. What she did to 40 bars with that particular performance is a better performance than anything I've seen from Caution so far. That's without going into the history books for C3. It's a recent C3 performance against a big opponent, even though they didn't really fight back. But she still went in ready to battle a 40 bars, one of the best, if not the best ladies of all time. And she went and gave a 10 out of 10, the best performance I think I've seen in the tourney so far. So with that being said, gotta go Caution C3 2-1. But if Caution saved that material, if that QB performance is really a product of her saving her best shit for C3, this could get very, very interesting. So don't count Caution fully out. But got to go with the top tier, got to go with the vet, and got to go with the person with the best performance of the tournament so far, in my opinion. Therefore, I have C3 winning the 25K and starting off her 2023 in explosive fashion. Then you get the main event battle I've kind of been holding out to talk about, just to gather all my thoughts on it. I mean, there is not going to be a lot of harder battles that you're going to see really in Battle Rap ever to call on a prediction, and that's why we have Hitman Holla versus Easy to Block Captain. A stunner when it was announced, you know what I'm saying? Broken by Let's Talk Battle Rap, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the team. But really otherworldly, you know what I'm saying? That this kind of play could get booked. Really otherworldly, the jump that Easy's made, and just kind of cutting the line to battle a lot of these big guys. People want to see him versus Mook. Just battled Callan Goods, but the man hasn't battled Suge, John, and DNA. It's not no narrative or nothing, but it just goes to show that he's so good and he's done so good with the few top-tier plates he had. They immediately said he was ready for the biggest of challenges and the biggest of looks, and now we're here facing Hitman, in my opinion, maybe the most winning battler of all time. Very few clear losses, and with about 25 to 30 battles against pretty much all comp. It's very, very hard to do that in battle rap. No matter how you feel, if he doesn't have enough pen or if it's really performance and he's tricking the crowd, this man knows how to win battles, and he's a strategist on top of that. Extremely underrated angler, extremely underrated just pure rapper, best fucking performer ever. I mean, there's a lot of things Hitman does at a high level. So you got to compare a guy with that type of legacy. Even with those last few battles, I had him losing kind of clear to Cal. You know, my opinion. People always give me shit for that. I had him losing kind of clear to Cal. You know, do what you want with that. And then him and Cassidy's battle's not very good. He won, but the battle's dirt. You shouldn't have anywhere near a close battle with Cassidy. Versus one of the best streaks, if not the best streaks we've seen in battle rap. The amount of clear wins against the amount of comp that it is at this point for Easy with this, what is it, 8-0, 9-0, and it's got Shine, Calico, T-Top, Chess, although that's obviously a debatable battle. That's like one of the best battles ever. So if you want to go and have a debate with them, you got to have like this insane battle. Verb, all these different names. So now he gets to Hitman. I think strategy-wise, both of them can do real talk to the highest degree. I think Easy clearly has a bit more of a pen than Hitman, but the point I was going to make is that in Hitman's Bill battle, he showed he can punch if he has to go there. If he thinks he has to raise the rating, now he's not going to go 3 rounds of punches. That's not going to do it. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of all-around game shown from both, but I think Hitman can rise his pen to the occasion where Easy doesn't just like blow him out on the writing portion in terms of creativity. And I think both of them take very interesting angles. I mean, I just think these are two amazing talents. One's already stamped in the books, I think, as a top 5 battle rapper of all time. One is starting a career that looks to maybe get there one day. So, you know, when I say all that, I'm sorry if it sounds indecisive, because it is. There's really not going to be harder battles to predict in battle rap. Going to be debatable. So many fan bases going at it. These guys in a high-pressure situation. But I said it once and I said it again. I can't bet against Easy Streak until someone takes him out clear. I'm sorry. I'll be wrong the day that he loses it, but I can't bet against it. If anyone can do it, it's Hitman. He'd be in that short list of 3 or 4 that I would send for the job. So it's very, very close. I'm calling it 50-50. But when you get a streak like this, you just have to, I'm just running with it until it's not there. So I do have Easy the Block Captain 2-1 going into this battle with super just anticipation, because this is the definition of an anticipated heavyweight fight that no one truly knows is going to win. But got to go with the streak and bet on Easy in this one. And that is my full predictions for the Chrome 23 anniversary card. You guys let me know down below in the comments, what is your battle of the night pick? really more than anything, because I think this is so well booked. C3 versus Caution, I think is going to be a good battle at the end of the tournament final. Official versus Prestavia, power puncher. I think Prestavia has the ceiling as long as she doesn't crumble under the pressure. That's going to be a great battle. Shuni versus Hustle, in my mind, no doubt would be a great battle. Vixen and Ward, two models of consistency and two of the best doing it in the game. Going to be great. Easy versus Hitman. I mean, you look at this card. If this is, maybe there's one more battle left that I don't know about, but with these 5, this already is going to make for a fantastic card in New York. Hoping the energy will be good in the building. It's the one thing about New York is that New York ends up having a lot of bad events. I know that New York, like, there's all this talk about the New York crowd. New York ends up having a lot of bad events, but when they have a good event, only New York can have that type of good event. Their energy can create for kind of like taking over battles sometimes. There's flaws to the crowd, yes, but if it gets special and these battles are good and the crowd just respects it and loves it there for battle rap, there's a certain energy that they can't give in that special situation, which is why I think New York is really a perfect venue for some of these big-time matchups. That old school, early summer madness, New York blockbuster feel. I love that battle rap travels around, but you got to love it. You know what I'm saying? When an event like this comes out, so all the bright lights on everyone. But like I said, you can see by the way I'm talking, I have very high hopes for this event. I think this is, if the production can come together, we're looking at a special event from Chroma 23 that rises them, not just in the ranks of, women's battle rap leagues, which I think that they're coming for number 1 very quickly, but in just the top battle rap leagues. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward to it. Have so much confidence in Remy Ma, what she does there. It seems like she really loves the game, and that's, I really love, battle rap. So to see a league owner like that, a celebrity, come in, go in the red, spend money, all that, and give us cards like this, I just want to give a lot of praise their way and wish them great luck with this event. But it's been Jay Smo Reviews again, y'all. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your biggest takeaways going into the event, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. Peace.